Hey guys, today's video I'm just going to give my thoughts and my first impression on Doom Eternal. I really enjoyed the game. Before I get into it though, you guys can enjoy me falling like a moron right now. So, yeah, for this part of the campaign, I really did struggle at. I don't know why. I'm just a moron, I guess. uh, but man, this game is pretty damn fun. I'm not a big Doom fan. I've never gotten into Doom. I heard about Doom around 2016, when of course Doom 2016 came out. And when I got Doom 2016, the game was already dead. I was like a year late. And the game was, I think the main reason why I got it is because of the multiplayer. It looked pretty fun, but then I heard it wasn't the best multiplayer. What I hear from the community, I don't know if I'm right about that. Correct me if I'm wrong. But certainly playing this Doom, I am going to play Doom for quite a while. So when you get one of these things, they're essentially upgrades. You go to the, it's pretty much an upgrade for your suit. You can upgrade your frag grenade. You can upgrade your ice bomb. You can upgrade your map, which I really didn't see the point of upgrading the map. There's certain things that you wanted to see, like there's some Easter eggs or little toy things that you can collect. If that's your sort of thing for Doom, by all means upgrade that. But there are certain things that you can upgrade for your particular playstyle. I don't know too much about playstyles when it comes to Doom, because, like I've said, it's my first Doom. And I'm a dummy when it comes to this because it's my first Doom game. So sorry if I don't know too much of the terminology or the saying or whatnot about the game, but I'm just gonna do my best. So regardless, let's just get into it again. Alright, so the maps in this game they're nice to look at. Like, you can see that background right there, it looks pretty shitty. It's nothing to rave about or talk about. Rave about. Oh my god, I can't believe I said that word. Whatever. The maps are just, they're really not that important. What is important about the map is your positioning. And especially multiplayer, but I'll talk about that later. In campaign, it's pretty important, but you have plenty of room. And of course, there's certain levels to the campaign and particular parts of the map that you need to unlock when you kill all the demons, or you gotta press a lever, or hit some stupid green button. I don't know. Like, you can see that orange looking shield, I had to get through that, but I had to kill all the demons. The one thing I didn't like, but it's part of the game, of course you're not gonna like it, and it's just to give you a challenge. If you're in a pretty tight spot, you're gonna hate it. Because the demons would just overwhelm you and you'll get stuck. That's one thing that irritated me about the game, is that you get stuck a lot. Even when it comes to a little tiny demon that's in the corner, that's the size of a fucking blob. It's just blocking your whole entire movement. It's whatever. One thing to keep in mind, keep an eye out for these circular color upgrades. This one, this upgrade is gonna get me demonetized from YouTube, or they're gonna pull my video, because look at that, you just ripping heads off like nothing, bro. Look at that. Damn, get that head. That was bad. That was really bad. I'm sorry, YouTube. Please don't demonetize me. More likely they won't, because I don't get a lot of views. You never know. So when you see teleporters or these little launch pads, I really think you should use them, because this is a game that requires you to move a lot. Of course, you're not going to want to stay still. You'll lose a lot of your health if you do. And plus, they give you a nice little breather, which you're going to need, especially when you're a new guy just like me. It just gives you a nice little moment to just think what's going on. Gives you time to pull out that gun that you specifically need for a demon. One thing that I'll do is, well, first of all, you're going to need an upgrade where You get to slow down time when you pull out your mod, like what I'm doing right now, but it's not slowing down. But you got to be in midair. So what I'll do is I'll use the launch pad, put out the heavy cannon, and then use the mini rockets, and I just pick apart the demons that I want to kill. Another thing I do is, as you can see, I use the chainsaw. That gives you a nice breather as well. So just keep that in mind while you're playing the game. Another thing that I thought was really good in the game was this. But there's not much to say. It's just huge props to that guy. But besides the soundtrack, let's get into the boss level. This is one of my favorite moments throughout the campaign. Even though, I'm going to say this, I'm going to put this out there. The story, I honestly couldn't remember anything about the story. There's some things you gotta read about the story, which I'm not going to, because I'm just not going to. I'm not gonna read about the lore. Just have a good campaign about the story. I'm not saying the campaign wasn't good, but the gameplay itself is amazing. Like, this boss level was ridiculous. I was just panicking and pulling out any gun I could to kill this thing. And it did bring up some childhood memories. I'm about to get into my feelings right now, but I don't know. It's just, it reminded me of my childhood playing video games, and it's just something that games just don't do anymore. They don't have like certain boss levels like this. Like, I can't remember the last time I went up against a boss in a video game. And look at that. This part's so cool.
This stops nothing. Earth will be consumed, regardless of what.
The portal is ready. We should leave immediately.
On of Sin, which is the last boss, and that's about it. There are some books scattered throughout the campaign where you can collect. I think it goes in a lot more detail about what's going on. I'm not sure if that's correct or not, because I didn't even open the books, because I'm not going to read a book that's in a video game. Like, come on, guys. And plus, I didn't expect too much of a story for a Doom game, so it is what it is. Still, great campaign for the gameplay. So let's talk about the multiplayer. The multiplayer is, well, first of all, if you're new, like me, you're gonna struggle big time as the demon and as the slayer. It is overwhelming. I didn't win a game until maybe the third or fourth day. Like, that's how bad I was. Because there's just all these things that you gotta keep in mind. You gotta keep in mind your armor, your health, the ammo, the other demons that you gotta deal with in the game that are trying to kill you, besides the other two actual players that are actually trying to kill you. Like right here, I got both of them. Like the first 2 or 3 days, I didn't win a game, but I did win a round here and there. But it's not hard, but it's quite a challenge. So when each round ends, you get an upgrade. You can upgrade your flamethrower, that gives you armor. You can upgrade your chainsaw for your ammo, the way your character moves, your grenade launcher. You don't get the ice bomb, which I kind of find disappointing. Like, come on, you got it in the campaign, but you can't put it in the multiplayer. Like, I don't think it's I don't think it would be OP if they balance it. I think it would be a nice addition, but it is what it is. The demons are pretty much not the same. The upgrades are completely different, of course. There are specific upgrades for the characters. There's about 5 demons that you get to choose from. You get the Marauder, which is the Slayer demon version. You get the Arkville. You get the Mucus, the Macumbus. You get the Pain Elemental, and you get the Revenant. There's 2 flying demons. One thing I do notice is that if you pick the flying demons, you get to run a lot, and it makes the Slayer player literally chase you throughout the whole map. Especially if you're a dummy like me, if you played it for the first couple days, you have no idea what to do, because they're just so high up and your weapons just can't reach them unless you use the mods. So the best way to win as the Slayer is use the mods. As you can see, I'm using the plasma rifle, and there's the mod for this one is like a pulse blast that takes a good amount of their health away. The rocket launcher has like this heat seeker that shoots out 3 rockets. That's really helpful. You are going to want to use that for the flying ones, but I don't want to go too much in detail about tips and tricks because I want to save that for another video. But overall, it's a lot to take in for your first time playing the game, because even the map is trying to kill you. Depending on the map that you get, like this one is a ruined city covered in demon sludge. It literally tries to kill you. There's like flames coming out of the ground. There's lava. That little rocket boosting thing that gives you a swinging bar that also kills you as well. It's a lot to take in. So don't expect to do really well. Take your time. Use a lot of the mods. But besides that, the multiplayer does have a lot of things to fix. Like playing it for the last couple days, the Slayer seems pretty invincible. Especially if you know what you're doing now. If you use the mods a lot to kill the demons, you're gonna win. Because certain demons have lower health than the others. Like the fat one, of course, is going to be like the tank type version. And then the flying ones, or the demon slayer looking one, has lower health, of course. But it's just little details here and there that they need to fix, and I think it's going to be really hard for them to balance everything out. But don't get me wrong, the multiplayer is pretty damn fun. It's just, it sucks when you know that the other guy knows what he's doing, what he needs to do, what mod he needs to pull out. And for the demons, you are playing along with the teammate, which it's not hard, but it does get annoying when you have your teammate in the corner shooting at himself and not knowing what to do, or using his upgrades. So yeah, just the multiplayer is not the best, but it's not the worst. So before I end the video, I know I've been gone for quite a while. I know what's going on with the world right now. It does suck. I really want to get back into making content. It's just, I missed it, and what's going on right now, it does give you a moment to reflect, I guess. I don't want to get too emotional over a video game thing that I'm doing. Just I want to be back. thank you so much for watching. Like the video, subscribe, share it, all that stuff that will help me out. And take care, guys. I'm going through the same shit that you guys are going through. It'll be over. It'll be over soon. You're not the only one going through a tough time. I'm right behind you guys. I'm right beside you. I'll put it like that. Other than that, guys, thank you so much for watching. Like, subscribe, all that good shit. See you guys in the next video.